When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Hurricane offense makes its way onto the field to start this game. And, Jesse, this offense is built around a guy who could be a generational talent at wide receiver.
This offense is explosive because of that guy. He can take routine catches and turn them into long touchdowns. He can take the top off of a defense. They're going to throw his way early and often in this game, David.
And I can tell you already, the defensive coordinator is not enjoying his life. Like, every single play, you better know where he is. He can wreck a game in one play, can hit the home run at any time. All eyes will be on him.
With the catch, it's Hodges. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On the move, it's Pringle. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Canes.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And he made the extra point without problem. He'll start the return inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Wolfpack offense comes out, and they'll go on the attack for the first time today. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, they can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got some room to run. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And these are the mistakes backed up you can't make as a quarterback, man. You've got to protect the football. Big-time mistake. Defense capitalizes and sets their offense up with elite field position.
And the Canes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Going for 6. And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6.
Man, you got to give credit to this defense in the sudden change situation. They barely had a chance to even blink. Just a second ago, they were on the sideline. All of a sudden, there's a turnover. They got to take the field. They're on their own goal line. And a phenomenal job getting lined up, communicating, and making...
Touchdown, Miami! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. They say it's still a game of field possession, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Use the play fake, now to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. The play-action fake. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Zings it complete to the right. He is stopped inside the 15 at the 14-yard line, and an interesting call here on 4th down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Field goal is good. Now the lead is down to 11. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's recap that Big 12 matchup that just went final moments ago. Kansas proved it is battle-tested and capable of winning any place, any time after this one. And just think of the confidence this Jayhawks team gained today. Invaluable, if you ask me. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. Guys, let's look big picture Miami. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. Off play action on 1st down. Connection to the right. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And you got man-to-man coverage, you're running that curl route, that ball has to come out. You know you're going to get hit. Like, you know you stopped your route, he's going to be right there. He does a great job securing the catch, getting the 1st down.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give to the back. On the move at the 30. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. No matter who's been leading the program, Miami always wants to be able to run the ball with some physicality.
Yeah, it starts everything. The line of scrimmage starts everything. That attitude starts everything. And the U is known for attitude. And when they play physical, they've got great teams.
And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. He might want another play. Off the play fake on 1st down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The Canes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Chadwick. Now improvising. Got rid of it just in time.
Get the quarterback off the spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all three of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
Got him downfield. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Wants to go up top on first down. Moving out of the pocket. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Hurricanes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking. You've got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time, that's what forced the incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
And this punt will be down just inside the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. They'll start this drive going to the air. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
You know, these throws at the perimeter of the field can be so tricky for a quarterback. You've got to be pinpoint accurate and have great timing. You didn't see it there from the QB.
Grab behind the line. It's Wilson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air. It's Bailey. He lost one down the sideline. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. He's run out of bounds after the pick. Clock shows 0, and that's how we'll end the first half. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding onto the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Got the first down, looking for more. Oh, a lot of space. The touchdown Hurricanes. He got a step and just dusted the field. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. This is hardly the start they dreamed of, down 21-3. But get a touchdown here, and you feel like you're back in it, Jesse.
Yeah, and it's frustrating for this offense as well because they've got the horses. They've got playmakers to light this scoreboard up, much more than the 3 points we're seeing here. I think you just got to stay true to yourself. Do you, David, and know that the points are going to come.
Well, it's also frustrating when the defense is giving up points almost every single possession. So they need to score here and take this down and have a good drive, and then the defense needs to pull their weight a little bit too.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Gives it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
To the air, it's Bailey. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. NC State on the move, set up with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Snags it down the right side. Perhaps a touchdown saving tackle at the 17. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Pressure coming. Just threw that one way too far.
Well, this quarterback started taking a couple shots from the pocket. And there's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
Wants to keep it in the air. Looking for the score. Touchdown, NC State. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed.
Turning it on. Past the first down marker and still running. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. The Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Guys, let's look big picture Miami. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plugged.
Intercepted. Trying to take it back. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception.
He's loose on the right. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. First and goal now as NC State tries to find a way to score. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a
It sounds good. I don't know
all
what
the
it
way
is.
to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
That's what army? Whose army?
And he's going to bring it out. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Tough to beat action, gentlemen. You know that. Let's take a look at the highlights. Is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Josh Cribbs should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by just 4 to the Red Hawks of Miami. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. To the air, it's Bailey. Dumps it to the back. That's caught. It's Wilson. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Leaves it with the running back. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Gets the back moving. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Wilson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. NC State has to come up with a big play here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. Working the big fella to the corner. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Wilson. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. The short hands, it's Jackson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the 1st. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Quigley. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that day, and you live to play another day.
NC State started this drive with terrible field position, but now a little room to operate. Sends it back in motion. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Get it out on the screen. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. RPO complete to open the drive. Still running at the 40. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. And an explosive play gets this offense working. And the Canes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Plucks it out of the air. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. 2nd and short now after that completion. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll run play action. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Under fire. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To throw, it's Bailey.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Wilson. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds his man. It's Bentley. Knocked down immediately, but they couldn't stop him from getting the big gainer to the 30. 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Clock's still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. And he gets to the line and spikes it very efficient, and they have a chance to score before the break. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. Never a doubt. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Raleigh has given us a fun first half.
And the Canes will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the 3rd quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Here's the pressure. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And that don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
There he goes. Open it up. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Moves away as he feels pressure. Hit as he throws.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. Now up by 4 here in the 3rd quarter.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And the returner will be dragged down. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires to the tight end. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short. Looking for a man, it's Bailey. Right on the money. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting a 1st down. Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. Trying play action. Quick strike complete. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. You know, people like to make fun of quarterbacks, call them soft. They're nuts. He knew he was going to get drilled and still deliver the ball.
And I love the fact that he knew where his answer was against that blitz. He saw man coverage on the back end of that and immediately knew where he had to go with the ball.
Makes the catch. It's Jackson. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Inside 4 minutes to play here in the 3rd. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. When you play backer at Miami, you got to bring some of that vintage Kane attitude.
The attitude, the physicality, the dislike for people. That's what you need at the linebacker spot. Miami's found it.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And it's okay that that ball's incomplete. It's important this offense comes out and they show that they want to be aggressive. They show that they're willing to take shots and they're going to try and take the top off of this defense.
There he goes. He gets it inside the 40, but he'll be stopped at the 39. Not wide enough to move the sticks, and it's 4th down. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out.
Next week or the week after?
What a disappointment. No good. And it is still a 4-point deficit.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a 3rd down stop. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. From the gun. Give on the inside. Open space at the 25. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Canes.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. South Carolina is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a couple. Jadeveon Clowney had a hand in getting this kid to Columbia, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? They're trailing by just 4 to Auburn. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that...
And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They dragged him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
Great place to start for this offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. On target. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
That was just an X.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a touchdown, Miami! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Gets it out to the 22 before going out of bounds, and they are suddenly out of trouble. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Still some work to do after that last completion. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Fires to the wideout. Got a wide-open receiver. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Here's a heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
Caught, close to the marker, it's Ridley. At the 20, he's got
this line smokes both of
and he
them.
ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, North Carolina State!
Yards
Look
after
there,
catch.
defense.
That's what this guy gives you. That was a simple slant pass. He caught it, made guys miss, showed you the speed, and it was pay dirt from there.
Jeez,
What
wow.
can you say about this guy's athleticism, man? He is such a weapon.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Makes a move. Got a little room. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And he's in for the second score of the game. My goodness. Note to self, kickoff team. Don't kick it to him anymore. Squib it, kick it to the other guy. Just don't let that guy touch it again.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. So that one will put his name in the record books. You can't have a longer return in college football. 100 yards for 6.
34.
And he's going to try to return this one. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Hand off from the shotgun. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter.
Loss of 6.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to pass. It's Bailey. Snagged in the middle. It's Boston. Stumbled to the ground.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. This offense has it with really good field position. Send the tight end in motion. Here's the handoff. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right.
Touchdown, Hurricanes! And the pummeling has started. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They have got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
34.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense trying to take it back.
Man.
Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. With the run on 1st and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll try to pound their way in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Using the quick game. Touchdown, Canes! A great catch and run for 6. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility. eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Scanning the field, it's Bailey. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense.
And he sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Tight end now in motion. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone.
Oh my
and he was trying
lord.
to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Miami! They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better
Where am I
do
going?
something about it.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the left. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Great place to start for this offense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's a draw. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great salesman. You got to really make the defense think it's...
Oh, you're so
And they're going
slow.
to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 27-yard line, so a couple extra yards of field position for this offense to start. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
Looking to throw on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back.
Oh my
Oh, he's got some space. I'm sorry, you are unlikely for the win today, but here's a fabulous party. A late touchdown.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know, next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Snags a quick pass on the left. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Canes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. He fires to the left side. Makes the grab, gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10.
6 Propane. 22.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Now he's going to break the pocket. They almost got a 1st down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be 3rd down. And the Hurricanes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going to try to get it himself. Breaks into the open. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Got it in the middle, it's Gilbert. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And the offense takes control of this football game. I'll tell you what, this offense doesn't wow you in every position. They've got some good players. They find a way to put drives together. They find a way to score. But this team is undefeated. This team is a force to be reckoned with, continuing to stay undefeated.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Boston. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Boston. Makes a grab and knocked down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. A 1st and 10 for this offense. From the gun, the running back has it. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
They're working that left side. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. One more play to pad the stats. He wants to throw it. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a...
He's going for a big play downfield. He's got it down the right side. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. They've reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching, and I feel like they could keep that 0 in the loss column all season long if they keep playing the way they did today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
But anyway, where is her charging? Bottle one. Oh, that's it. Spoiler.